All right, hello guys, welcome back. It's Paula here with Paula's Imperfect Plans. Today I am here to close out my paycheck budget from April 19th as we approach the next payday. So let's go ahead and jump in, see if I can do it without an erasable pen. It's a terrible idea. Okay, so my wages were $1,265.38. My husband's were $1,473.11, so that was correct. The roundups for when we put cash back in, that amount was $6.30. Interest or high yield savings interest was $50.26. And then we had, so $100 was from a savings challenge deposit from our What the Duck. And then I have $20 here. 7 was from some eggs that my kids sold to a neighbor. And then 13 was from my mom for some cash that she owed me. So that then pulls our total income here. I'll just do it on here. Okay, that brings our total income or inflow to $2,915.05. So as we come down into our fixed expenses, this is the paycheck, right, that I pulled a whole bunch of stuff from to be able to pull together some cash. So I won't say bare bones because there's definitely something, it wasn't entirely bare bones, but I pulled out a lot of extras to be able to put some cash for a car down payment, or a car, anyway, a used car that we purchased for my husband to replace his van. So $0 for the donation. The minimum payment on our HELOC was $479.05. Our cell phone bill was $195.23. I did set $131 aside for life insurance. Our before after school program was $27. I did not fund vehicle registration that month. That was one thing that I cut. The remainder of the internet bill was $29.67. Okay, so let's see what we paid on in fixed expenses. Okay, so our total fixed expenses were $861.95. If I subtract that from our total income that we started with, we are left with $2,053.10. Now we come down into, ooh, did I do this? Okay, I did. So when we come down into our variable expenses, I pulled $280 in groceries and left all of that there. Spent it all, pretty sure. So eating out was $100, and I didn't move any of that into challenges. I ended up doing $0 for beauty, and that money went towards the money that we pulled for the car. We did do $25 for drinks. The rest of that got pulled probably to go to savings challenges. Allowance, $112. I think that was, so it's my husband's $70, and then whatever the remainder is, I spent, and then I pulled the rest of what would have been my allowance and put it into our cash or our savings challenges. Work meals was $0 this pay period. Car washes ended up getting nothing this pay period. Amazon subscriptions, the total was $41.98. Then for chores for my kiddo, that was $5. And donuts ended up being $0. That was all, those were also moved to savings challenges. All right, our total variable expenses were $563.98. If I subtract that from the $2,053.10 that was left, we now have $1,489.12 left to budget. So now we shimmy on up here to our sinking funds, and this is also where we did some additional cutting. So Christmas I did not fund with this paycheck as I was looking to cut money. LP I did not fund as I was looking to cut money. We did do 58 in our 100 envelope challenge for our travel sinking fund. Kids, we still did 20 towards kids. We did nothing for gas. So we did 75.26 for vehicles. So I did the 25 that was budgeted plus the high yield interest, because that's just kind of a short-term goal that we're working out a little bit harder. So that's where I put the interest this month. So in the 52-week challenge, we did $53, but in the emergency fund total, I put in $153 because we did the 52-week challenge, plus I deposited the $100 in cash from the What the Duck savings challenge that we did, and that all went into my emergency fund. Medical, that was another area that I cut, so we didn't put anything there. Nothing in summer daycare. And nothing in tattoo. So sinking funds was a big area that we cut. All right, so cash envelopes, we ended up putting in $381. So let's break down where that was. $285 was my original amount once I was actually like on payday doing it. $6 were from donuts over here. $13, or actually all this 20. The $13 was cash for the Google photo, or cash that my mom gave me for Google Photos that I already paid for, plus $7 in eggs that we sold. $28 came from my allowance. $7 was just like leftover in my, the paycheck budget at one point as I'm going through here. And then $35 came from drinks. So that's where that breakdown all came from. So let's add up sinking funds. Okay, so that is $687.26. And if I subtract that from $1,489.12 that we had left, means we have $801.86. So then, I guess I'll just put it in other. So I have buffer, and then I have, I'm just going to put car. So into the buffer is $1.86, and $800 went toward the car. So $801.86 was the total, is the total in this category, which leaves that there. So that actually brings us to our zero-based budget. We can check our math really quickly. So our income was $2,915.05. Our fixed expenses were $861.95. Our variable expenses were $563.98. Our sinking funds were $687.26, and our other expenses were $801.86, for extra debt. So which leaves us with a zero-based budget. So it's nice when the math comes out. So that is my budget closeout from our April 19th paycheck. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time.